Welcome back, and if you're new here, you found a channel dedicated to helping you live longer, move better, and enjoy every chapter of life after 60. Go ahead and tap that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Now let me ask you something honest. How do your mornings usually start? Be real with yourself. Maybe you lie there for a few minutes, dreading the process of getting vertical. Maybe you shuffle to the bathroom gripping the doorframe. Maybe by the time you've poured your first cup of coffee, your body already feels like it ran a marathon, and all you did was walk 30 feet from the bedroom to the kitchen. You're not alone. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that over 65% of adults above age 60 report significant morning stiffness lasting anywhere from 10 minutes to over an hour. And here's the part most people never hear: that stiffness isn't just uncomfortable, it's a signal. Your muscles are losing elasticity. Your joints are losing lubrication. Your circulation is sluggish from hours of stillness, and left unchecked, that slow, creaky start to the day compounds week after week, year after year, gradually stealing your mobility, your confidence, and your independence. But it does not have to be that way. What I'm about to walk you through is a 7-minute morning routine backed by research in geriatric medicine, physical therapy, and longevity science. It's designed specifically for older adults. Every movement is gentle. Every step is doable whether you're 62 or 92. And the cumulative effect, when done consistently, is something people describe as feeling 20 years younger. Not because it's magic, because it systematically addresses the exact things that make aging feel so punishing in the first place. Let me break it down minute by minute. We start before you even get out of bed. That's right. Minute 1 happens while you're still lying on your mattress, and there's an important reason for that. When you've been sleeping for 6, 7, 8 hours, your spinal discs have actually rehydrated overnight. They've absorbed fluid. That means your spine is slightly longer and significantly stiffer first thing in the morning than it will be later in the day. This is why back injuries so often happen in those first 45 minutes after waking. People bend over to pick up a slipper or twist to reach for their phone, and something gives. Orthopedic surgeons see it constantly. So instead of sitting bolt upright or swinging your legs out immediately, you're going to spend 1 full minute doing 3 things right there on the mattress. First, while lying flat on your back, gently draw your right knee toward your chest using both hands clasped just below the kneecap. Hold it for about 10 seconds. You'll feel a gentle stretch in your lower back and the back of your hip. Then slowly lower it and do the same with the left knee. That's it. Nothing aggressive, nothing fast. Second, with both feet flat on the mattress and your knees bent, let both knees fall gently to the right side, just a few inches, keeping your shoulders pressed down. Hold 5 seconds. Bring them back to center. Let them fall to the left. This is a spinal rotation stretch, and it wakes up those small stabilizer muscles along your vertebrae that lock up overnight. Third, and this one people tell me they love, point your toes away from your body, hold for 5 seconds, then pull your toes back toward your shins and hold for 5 seconds. Do that 3 times. You've just activated blood flow through your calves and feet, which is critical because sluggish circulation in the lower extremities is one of the primary reasons seniors feel dizzy or unsteady when they first stand up. 1 minute, still in bed. And you've already told your nervous system, your spine, and your circulatory system, we're awake, we're moving, and we're doing this safely. Now you sit up on the edge of the bed, feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. And we spend minute 2 on something that might sound simple, but is profoundly important: resetting your posture. Here's why this matters so much. Researchers at the University of Leeds published a fascinating paper showing that the posture you adopt in the first 5 minutes of your morning tends to dictate your postural patterns for the entire day. If you start hunched, you stay hunched. Your shoulders round forward, your head juts out, your chest compresses, and by afternoon, you're wondering why your neck aches and your breathing feels shallow. So, sitting on the edge of the bed, you're going to do something called a chest opener. Place both hands on your thighs. Inhale slowly through your nose, 4 full seconds. And as you breathe in, Gently squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you, as if you're trying to pinch a pencil between them. Lift your chin just slightly. Feel your chest expand. Hold that position for 3 seconds at the top of the breath. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds, letting your shoulders relax back to neutral but not slumping forward. Neutral. There's a difference. Do that 5 times. 5 slow breaths with that shoulder blade squeeze. What you've just done is activated the muscles of your upper back, the rhomboids, the middle trapezius, which are the exact muscles that weaken with age and allow that forward rounded posture so many seniors develop. You've also flooded your lungs with oxygen after hours of shallow sleep breathing. Many people tell me they feel a mild head rush after those 5 breaths, almost a tingling clarity. That's oxygen reaching your brain properly, sometimes for the first time all morning. All right. Now you stand up, and minute 3 is dedicated to something that could genuinely save your life balance. I don't say that to be dramatic. Falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death in adults over 65. The Centers for Disease Control reports that 1 in 4 Americans over 65 falls each year, and 20% of those falls cause serious injuries: broken hips, head trauma, fractures that lead to surgeries, complications, and in too many cases, a permanent loss of independence. And here's what most people don't realize. Balance isn't something you either have or you don't. Balance is a skill. It's maintained by 3 systems working together: your inner ear, your vision, and something called proprioception, which is your body's ability to sense where it is in space. All 3 of those systems degrade with age, but all 3 of them respond to training. So minute 3 looks like this. Stand next to your bed. The mattress is right there if you need to reach for support. Place your feet together side by side. Now lift your right foot just 2 inches off the ground. Not high. 2 inches. Hold it for 15 seconds. Put it down. Lift the left foot. Hold 15 seconds. If that feels easy, close your eyes and try again. The moment you remove visual input, your proprioceptive system has to work dramatically harder, and that's where the real strengthening happens. Alternate feet for the full minute, 60 seconds. That's all. And research from the British Journal of Sports Medicine showed that adults over 60 who practiced single-leg standing for just 1 to 2 minutes daily reduced their fall risk by a remarkable 36% over 12 months. 36%, from standing on 1 foot next to the bed every morning. Now, if you're over 60, or if you're watching this because you care about an elderly parent or grandparent, please hear me when I say this information could be genuinely life-changing for someone you love. Share this video with them. Send it in a text message. Watch it together over breakfast. These 7 minutes could be the difference between thriving and merely surviving in the years ahead. And while you're at it, drop a comment below and tell me, what does your current morning routine look like? I read every single one and I'd love to hear from you. Minute 4 is about your joints, and it's based on a concept from physical therapy called synovial fluid activation. Let me explain that in plain language. Every joint in your body, your knees, hips, shoulders, wrists, ankles, is surrounded by a capsule filled with a thick, slippery fluid called synovial fluid. Think of it as your body's own WD-40. Its job is to reduce friction, cushion impact, and deliver nutrients to your cartilage. Without it, bone grinds on bone, and that's when pain starts. The problem is this fluid gets thick and sluggish when you're still for long periods, like sleeping. It needs movement to warm up, thin out, and circulate properly through the joint. This is the biological reason your knees feel crunchy and your shoulders feel locked in the morning. It's not damaged. It's stagnant synovial fluid, and the fix is beautifully simple. Minute 4 is a joint-by-joint circulation sequence. You can do it standing or seated in a sturdy chair. Start with your ankles. Lift 1 foot slightly and draw slow circles, 5 clockwise, 5 counterclockwise. Switch feet. You'll probably hear some crackling. That's normal. That's air bubbles releasing in the fluid. Nothing harmful. Move to your knees. With your foot on the ground, slowly bend and straighten each knee 5 times. Not deep squats, just gentle bending and extending, pumping that fluid through. Now your hips. Hands on your waist, make slow circles with your hips like you're stirring a giant pot with your pelvis. 5 circles each direction. This mobilizes the largest joint in your body. Shoulders next. Slow, full arm circles. Forward 5 times, backward 5 times. Make them big. Feel your shoulder blades glide across your rib cage. Finally, your wrists and fingers. Extend your arms in front of you and open and close your fists 10 times rapidly. Then circle each wrist 5 times in both directions. If you've noticed your grip getting weaker or your fingers feeling stiff in the morning, this alone can make a remarkable difference. 1 minute. Every major joint in your body has been lubricated, warmed, and reminded that it still has full range of motion. Minute 5 introduces the only strength movement in the entire routine, and I chose it very deliberately. It's a supported squat to stand, sometimes called a sit to stand, and it mimics the single most important functional movement of your daily life, getting up from a chair. There's a well-known test in geriatric medicine called the chair rise test. A doctor asks you to stand up from a seated position without using your hands, and your ability to do so and how quickly is one of the strongest predictors of longevity, disability risk, and overall physical function in older adults. A study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology followed more than 2,000 adults and found that those who could not rise from a chair without hand support had a significantly higher mortality risk over the following 6 years compared to those who could. That's not meant to frighten you. It's meant to motivate you. Because this is trainable. Here's the movement. Sit in a sturdy chair or on the edge of your bed. Feet flat, hip width apart, cross your arms over your chest. Now lean forward slightly nose over toes and stand up using only your legs. Pause at the top. Squeeze your glutes, those are your buttock muscles for 2 seconds. Then slowly lower yourself back down, controlled. Don't plop. Do this 8 to 10 times. If crossing your arms is too challenging right now, hold your arms out in front of you for counterbalance, or lightly touch a table for support. Meet yourself where you are, but each week, try to rely a little less on your hands. This single exercise strengthens your quadriceps, your glutes, and your core simultaneously. It builds the exact muscle groups that keep you independent, the ones that let you get off the toilet, rise from a car seat, and stand up from a restaurant booth without grabbing someone's arm. Minute 6 shifts gears entirely. We've moved the body, now we settle the mind. Chronic stress is one of the most underestimated accelerators of aging. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone. When elevated consistently, breaks down muscle tissue, weakens bones, impairs memory, raises blood pressure, disrupts sleep, and suppresses immune function. It's essentially a chemical aging switch, and many seniors live with chronically elevated cortisol without ever realizing it. Stress about health, finances, loneliness, the loss of a spouse, the fear of becoming a burden. This minute uses a breathing technique called physiological sighing, which was identified by neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman at Stanford University as the fastest known method to voluntarily reduce cortisol and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and repair mode. The technique is startlingly simple. Inhale through your nose, filling your lungs about 70% full. Then, without exhaling, take a second, shorter inhale through the nose to completely top off your lungs. Then exhale very slowly through your mouth, making the exhale at least twice as long as both inhales combined. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. That double inhale followed by the extended exhale reinflates tiny collapsed air sacs in your lungs called alveoli, which maximizes carbon dioxide offloading and triggers a rapid calming response. Do this 5 times over the course of 1 minute, 5 breaths, and you'll feel a tangible wave of calm settle through your chest and neck and temples, a loosening you might not have realized you needed. Many seniors tell me this single minute has improved their sleep, reduced their anxiety, and lowered their resting blood pressure within just a few weeks of daily practice. One gentleman wrote to me and said, "I've been on blood pressure medication for 11 years. After 6 weeks of doing this breathing every morning, my doctor reduced my dosage." That's the power of training your nervous system instead of ignoring it. The final minute is my favorite, and it ties the whole routine together. You're going to walk. Just walk. around your bedroom, down the hallway, to the kitchen, wherever your morning naturally takes you. But you're going to walk with intention. Here's what that means. Stand tall. Remember that posture reset from minute 2. Shoulders back gently, chin level with the ground, gaze forward. Now walk at a comfortable pace, but pay attention to 3 things: the feeling of your feet pressing into the floor with each step, the rhythm of your breathing, and one thing you're grateful for today. That's it. Walk, breathe, and think of one good thing. This isn't fluffy self-help advice. A joint study between the University of California and Harvard Medical School found that adults who practice daily gratitude, even briefly, even just naming one thing, showed measurably lower inflammation markers, improved heart rate variability, and better subjective well-being over a 6-month period compared to control groups. Your psychological state physically alters your biology. The science is settled on this, and the walking component serves a practical purpose too. Gait, the way you walk, is now considered one of the most powerful biomarkers of aging. Walking speed, stride length, and steadiness are used by geriatricians worldwide to predict cognitive decline, fall risk, and overall health trajectory. By ending your 7-minute routine with a mindful, upright, intentional walk, you're training your brain and body to default to a strong, confident gait pattern for the rest of the day. The smell of that first cup of coffee waiting for you in the kitchen. The cool of the tile under your bare feet, the pale gray blue of early morning light pressing through the curtains. Let yourself notice those things during this final minute. That noticing, that presence, is itself a form of medicine. So let's bring it all together. 7 minutes. 7 deliberate, gentle, science-backed actions that address the exact mechanisms that make aging feel so relentless. Minute 1, bed stretches that protect your spine and activate circulation before you ever stand up. Minute 2, a seated posture reset that sets the tone for how your body carries itself all day. Minute 3, single leg balance work that reduces your fall risk by over a third. Minute 4, a full body joint lubrication sequence that eliminates morning stiffness at its source. Minute 5, sit to stand repetitions that build the functional strength you need to stay independent. Minute 6, physiological sighing that lowers cortisol, calms your nervous system, and may even reduce your blood pressure. Minute 7, an intentional gratitude walk that trains your gait, grounds your mind, and starts your day from a place of purpose instead of pain. None of this requires special clothing. None of it requires getting on the floor. None of it requires you to be in shape already. You start where you are. You do what you can. And day by day, week by week, your body begins to remember what it's capable of. I want to say something directly to you right now, whoever you are, wherever you're watching this. You are not too old for this. You are not too stiff, too tired, too far gone. Your body is astonishingly adaptive, even at 70, 80, 90 years old. Muscle responds to stimulus at every age. Balance improves with practice at every age. Your nervous system can be retrained at every age. The research confirms this over and over and over. The only morning routine that doesn't work is the one you never start. So tomorrow morning, when your eyes open and that familiar reluctance creeps in, the aching, the stiffness, the quiet dread of another day that starts with pain, I want you to remember these 7 minutes. I want you to try them just once, and then the next day, try them again. Within 2 weeks, you will feel a difference that no pill, no supplement, no gadget can replicate. Your own body, doing what it was designed to do, guided by your own willingness to show up for yourself. That is the simplest longevity habit in the world, and it takes less time than brewing a pot of coffee. If this video helped you, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. We publish new senior health content every single week, and every video is designed to help you live longer, feel stronger, and enjoy life more fully. Share this video with someone you love, a spouse, a parent, a friend, a neighbor who starts every morning struggling. You might be handing them something that changes their entire day-to-day experience. And leave me a comment below. Tell me which of the 7 minutes you're most excited to try, or tell me about your own morning routine. I read every comment, and this community gets stronger every time one of you speaks up. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one.